Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do another beautiful style. So if this is your first time of visiting my channel, thank you so much for coming. You're highly welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I love you all. So today's measurement is 60-40, okay, and this is going to be a V-shaped style, and you can see how I'm placing it on her head, not the normal way you form your round, you tie your round gele. So you slant it and form your pleats, then extend the pleats just like I'm doing right here. Extend the pleats so that it is neat, and then you can work easily with them later on. All right, so it's very important that your work is very neat. I don't know what was going on here, but we're good now. So if you have a small gele, this gele is 4 joinings. If you have a small gele, you may want to just form few pleats, like 4. Okay, so I have crossed both flaps at the back, and when you're crossing, ensure that the long flap goes under the short flap, because when you want to work on your long flap, you would need to pull out fabric from your long flap. That way you can pull out enough fabric, because if you put it on top of the short flap, you won't be able to achieve that. So that's that about that. So now I'm going to place the short flap, that's the 40 part. I'll place it on top of the pleats that I already created, forming the V shape. Can you see that? So you're going to form pleats. The same number of pleats that you formed on the other side is going to be the same thing you do on this side. If you have formed 7 pleats on the other side, you make sure that on this short flap you're also going to form 7 pleats. If you have formed 5 pleats on the other side, you make sure that on this side you're also going to form 5 pleats. Just make sure that both sides have equal number of pleats. All right, so after doing that, I'm going to use a pin to secure it. Just look at how I'm going to secure that part. Okay, you're not going to put the pin straight because it might just pull out. Okay, so just see how I am going to do that. Just look at it carefully, and I just hope you understand. Like that, then go that way. Okay, so that way you can even take your hands off, and that part of the that gele will still remain, or the flap will still remain there. If you need like 2 pins, just to go ahead and do that. So can you see, I can even take my hands off and it's going to stay. But if you put it in the other way, if you put it the other, I don't know how to explain it, it won't stick, it won't hold properly. So right now I have placed the long flap on top of it, on top of the short flap that I crossed. This gele is a one side ruffle gele. I didn't mention it from the beginning. Okay, so it's one side ruffle gele. You're just going to form we're just going to form ruffles on one side. Okay, we're just going to form ruffles on one side of the fabric. You can decide to form on both sides. You can decide to form your ruffles down to the other side of your gele. Depends on what you want, or what your client wants, or what your model wants. Now there is no particular method of forming this ruffles. Okay, there is no single method. There is no method that says this is how you should form your ruffles, this is how you should do it. However the spirit leads how the spirit leads you, just go ahead and do it. Okay, just like when you're squeezing your clothes, when you just like a pinch, or just squeezing a little bit and then pinning down. All right, this is where your creativity comes to play. All right, you have to be creative here. Just make sure that it is looking neat and very nice. That's the whole essence of it. So just pinch a little fabric and pin down, pick a little, pin down, squeeze a little and pin down. That's just how your ruffles, your ruffles are made. So can you just see? That's just basically how it is done. There is no special method. If you want to do it in a different way, good, all right, anyhow you want to do it, but just make sure that it is very nice and good looking. If at this point you're here, you have watched up till this point and you haven't subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe, okay? Subscribe, like and share this video. You don't know who might need it, all right? And drop your comments in the box if there is another style you want me to do, anything at all you want. I really love to read your comments, all right? So that's just how I did it. I just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. As you can see, I didn't form the ruffles down to the end of the fabric. You can decide to do that if you want, okay? So that's just that. All you have to do next is to arrange, adjust where you need to adjust, and you are good to go.